everyone, and welcome back to Happy at Home. Today I'm going to be taking you along with me on my recent trip to Lowe's Garden Center. I went on Mother's Day afternoon, which probably wasn't a great idea because it was so packed. But I wanted to go and see what they had, and Emily and Zoe came with me, so that was nice to hang out with them. Outside they had a lot of pre-planted pots, which we looked at first. I loved this one so much. I love the colors of it, and I think it was like $25. And then of course they had lots of different versions, like these yellow flowers with little tiny white flowers, and they all ranged about $20 to $30 or so. They of course had a garden staple of the hanging geranium plants. I can't remember how much these were. Oh, there you go, 16, which is a pretty good price for a hanging planter. These were really pretty, the petunias. And I really liked this combo right here. It had a very interesting mix. It looks like million bells, little spiky plant in the middle, maybe something like a dahlia or a zinnia, not really sure. I don't know why I didn't pick this one up, because this one I really liked. The other one I liked a lot was this one here, but it didn't have a tag. I didn't know how much it was. And these little purple flowers I don't have very good luck with here in Minnesota. They tend to last for the spring and then they die out and they look terrible. But I liked the combination of the colors and I thought it was really pretty. Then a few varieties of blueberries. These were called pink popcorn. And then I think they had one other one. Yep, this one right here. Can't remember what that's called. Blueberries are one thing that I have never grown before, so that would be interesting. I have done raspberries before, but not blueberries. Then they had some verbena, I think it's called. Something like that. This is called blue muffin. I guess little blue flowers. I thought those were really pretty. I love the leaves on those. And then we wandered over into the vegetable area. I really wanted to pick up a few tomato plants, but they looked really puny, so I kind of passed on that. But you know, they had their typical other stuff out, like the strawberries and all the, spices and herbs. And of course they had the green peppers and the jalapenos and all that kind of stuff. And they all seem to be looking pretty good except for the tomatoes. After the veggies, I moved on to the shrub and tree area because that is what I really wanted to look at. This hydrangea was really pretty. I don't remember the name of it, but they didn't have very many hydrangeas, but really what I was there to look for was some new flowering shrubs, because that is what I want to put in my garden this year. Well, flowering shrubs and boxwoods. Seems like every year I add a couple more little boxwoods and at least 2 flowering shrubs, because I'm kind of making my garden over into a very low maintenance garden, and by doing so I'm using a lot of flowering shrubs instead of flowers. These dogwoods were really pretty, although I would never put another dogwood in. I've been trying to kill off a dogwood for a couple of years now. Here is the boxwood that I love to use, and then they had some more down here. They have the larger size ones. These are the Green Mountain boxwood, I believe. They have the larger size for like $30, close to $30, and then they have the teeny tiny ones for about $9. Those are the size that I normally buy. And then I always like to look at the evervites. This one was cool, as like a yellow tinge to it. Love that. And then I skip over the weird looking plants and went to this one. I love this one. I cannot remember the name of it and it's not showing up, but I have 2 of these in my garden right now. I love evervites. I love how soft they are, and I tend to stick to the small sized ones. And then these little baby trees caught my eye. For some reason my camera is not focusing on the tank, so I can't remember the name of that one, but this one here really dropped my eye. It was super soft, kind of like an evervite, and it's called a Blue Point Juniper. I am really loving this. Then they had these adorable bulldog statues. Oh my goodness, I am so in love with these. They were about $30. I think they're cute. So then I moved on to other shrubs. I went past those ones, and then they had the larger sizes of those 2 mini trees that I looked at before. These were $54, and I think I am pretty much stuck on the juniper instead of this version. The larger junipers were less expensive at $34. I'm not quite sure why, or maybe it was just the one I looked at. So yeah, I may be coming back for one of those. And then I found a few pots that I like. This cement one right here, very cool, for $40. They had some other ones, but I don't know, I'm just drawn to the cement looking pots, and I don't know why. I just think maybe because it's more classic. They had another one over there, urn style one, that was really cool. I think that one was like $63. I didn't really look at the pots too much because I don't really grow much in huge pots. And then of course that brings us to the lilacs. Oh, the beautiful lilacs. I have a couple small variety of lilacs, and I'm not real pleased with them. You don't get a whole lot of blooms off of them. The version I have, I think it's called Little Kim, and it doesn't flower very well for me, so I'm not sure what I'm doing wrong there. And then of course there was the couple varieties of Spirea. This one I am loving. It's called Snow Mound. I've never tried this version, but I do like Spireas. And then of course the peonies. They had two versions, a double pink like this, and then also like a very dark maroon color. But I didn't get any of those. I have two already in the pink. I think that's probably all I need. And then before we left, we went through some of the annual pots that they had out. I wasn't too impressed with very many of them. Here's a begonia. Zoe liked these ones with little sunflowers. Yeah, we looked at a few of them, but yeah, I didn't really think I needed to have any of them. And then right before we left, when I went over to buy like bags of dirt, we found this, which is roses. They had like two different varieties, dark red and then like this pink color, I think, both of which were about $20 each. So yeah, and then here's some, I love this yellow, I think those are pansies, I'm not sure. And then I did see a flowering plant that I loved, but I passed it up since I didn't really have a place for it. I did pick up a few things from the store. First two things I picked up were these two little mini boxwoods. I always buy my boxwoods really tiny because they're so much cheaper. These were what? I think $8. Yeah, $9. And this is a green velvet boxwood, which is what I use in my garden. I have quite a few out there right now. My front yard ones, which I put in like 3 years ago, are looking really nice and big right now. So, well, not big, but on the smaller side, which is kind of what I like. So I have those two. So the other thing I picked up were bell peppers. I have 4 bell peppers and 2 jalapenos, which are new to me. I've never grown jalapenos before, but Zoe wanted to grow them, so we'll give those a try. Bell peppers I've only grown once before, so this should be an experience for me as well. Alright, so that was my quick little trip to Lowe's Garden Center. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, give it a thumbs up. And if you have any questions, leave them down in the comments and I will make sure to answer them. And I guess I will see you again in my next video. Bye now.